right, here with San Diego Wave FC head coach Casey Stoney. Casey, before we get into questions, just reactions on kind of the team's play, first one of the season, the championship win.
Yeah, I think obviously the first game is always difficult because you're coming back. Well, obviously we have pretty much 1 day prep with the whole squad with the Gold Cup and international players being away. So my overall reaction is really proud of the squads. I'm so pleased they had this moment. They had the stage, they had the medal, they had the cup, and I think that's what they deserved. We set our stall out that we wanted to continue to win. I think they did that tonight. Obviously, we had to make a few changes, obviously, my choice to manage Alex in the first half. And she comes on and scores a winner, and that's what Alex does. So, I'm really pleased for them. We had 3 competitive debuts today with Sav, Hannah, and Torpy coming on. So, really pleased. I don't really think Kaylin had a save of note to make either. So, I thought it was a good game. You can tell it was the first game of the season. I thought it was a very intense game in terms of speed. But just really pleased for the players because it starts us off on a good foot.
Awesome. Questions? Freddie?
Hi, you touched on Alex a little bit. Can you speak more about her showing today and just, the form she's been in to start this year?
Yeah, I can't really speak too much about form. She's been away for so long. But it was my conscious decision. She's played a lot of football recently with the national team. We've had travel. I know trying to look after experienced players is important. So putting Kira in was a conscious decision. I thought Kira had earned her opportunity to start. She obviously had a bit of a bug as well, so it was planned that she would come off at 45 and that Alex would come on. And when you get deliveries like that into the box, and you've got Alex Morgan in the box, you've always got a chance to score. So really pleased with her impact, really pleased with her attitude. The fact that she didn't start and she applied herself brilliantly. She got on with what she needed to do and was really encouraging around the squad. So I think she's a world-class player and she showed that tonight.
We'll go in the back.
Well, Sean Suckle, Magazine. Do you get any satisfaction of them having won the league last year while you won the season and then you beat them first go out of this season?
We won the league.
Yes, you won the league.
No, we won the league.
They won the championship.
Yeah, but the league is played over the season. We won the league.
Yeah, okay. So do you get any satisfaction out of them walking with the trophy last season?
Not really. I don't think it's about us versus them and the satisfaction piece. They finished 6th, we finished 1st, so we won the league. Tonight was about how we want to start this season off. Last season just enabled us to be able to be in this position to play for this cup. So really pleased that we won. I think it gives the players confidence and belief, and it's a credit to what they did.
We're going to go to Zoom. Dan Laletta.
Thanks, Casey. You've had Shaw and Gurma for their entire professional careers, not very long, but they're both extraordinarily composed. Is that just something that they were born with, or is that something that you can actually develop as a player over time?
I think there's obviously natural talent. I think obviously Naomi came in and we identified how good she was with the ball and without the ball. World-class centre-back. And I have to say, Abby Dalcamper alongside her tonight was world-class as well. I know if I was picking an Olympic squad, they'd be playing together. So I think both of those played excellent. Obviously, Jaden came into us at a young age, already had that technical ability. It was just about maturing physically, mentally, getting used to the professional game. And her ceiling is so high, as well as Naomi's. So I'm not going to sit here and take any credit for that. I think it's about working with them, supporting them, guiding them, challenging them at the right times, putting them in the right positions and helping them grow. And they are very dedicated to their craft. They work very hard and they're reaping the rewards for that.
Thank you.
Go right here in the front.
Coach, can you speak a little bit to some of the adjustments you made in the second half to lead up to that goal?
I think one of the things we spoke about at halftime was, it sounds really basic principles, like winning more duels, keeping our sixes, supporting our fullbacks so that we could defend those moments when their wide attackers got on the ball. And then it was about Jaden keeping a little bit more width to support Hannah, and then trying to get between their lines a little bit. And also their back line was so high. So we're like, okay, if they want to step out, how do we go beyond their back line? How do we exploit the space that they're giving us? And yeah, I think we did that well at times. I think their keeper had to make more good saves than ours. So I think in terms of that, we deserve to win the game.
Hi. There's been recently a conversation bubbling up about player and coach relationship, and I know you had a tweet about that. So I'm curious if you could just elaborate a little bit more on your thoughts on that issue.
Should never happen. Should never happen. It's a power imbalance. I don't believe in it. I think I don't understand how it happens. If I'm really honest, I can't wrap my head around how you ever enter a relationship with a player. There is no grey area on that. It shouldn't even be a debate. It should never happen. Players should be able to come to work and do their job in a safe environment. I don't understand how you cross that boundary. I will never wrap my head around it, and you shouldn't be in the job if you're doing those sort of things.
We'll go to Zoom for a couple more. Abraham Zapita.
Hey coach, congrats on the win. I was wondering if you could speak a little bit to Hannah's debut today. She played the full game and had a great game.
Really pleased for her. I think she had to settle into the game. The pace of the NWSL took a little bit by surprise, I think, in the first half. Obviously, I think playing her at left back, sometimes if we didn't have width, she's obviously predominantly right footed, she can play on the left, but I thought she was excellent. I looked really composed at times, technical, defended well in moments, especially when she was kind of backed up by either a wide player or a midfielder. So pleased for her. I always say if people can go in and you can give an opportunity, it's up to them to take it. And I thought she did excellent tonight. So pleased for her. Obviously, we've made those signings in fullback areas. We knew we needed to because we were obviously losing a few in the off season. So pleased for her and pleased for Torquay as well to come in and make an impact in the game.
All right, we'll
And
take one more.
sorry,
Sorry. No, go ahead, Abraham.
also for Savannah McCaskill, she got that cross in today. Could you speak a little bit to what she brings as a new player on this team?
She was a key signing for us in the off season. Her ability to get between lines, her ability to drive beyond lines with runs, her understanding of the game, her competitiveness. She changes the dynamic of how we play. She was a nightmare when we played against them. And I was like, we need to sign her. And I'm really pleased she came. And I'm pleased we won tonight because sometimes players leaving clubs, it's a risk for them. And she came here tonight and she got a winner's medal. So she's made that right decision, I believe.
Johnny Richardson.
Hey, Coach, Johnny with Everything San Diego. I know Alex Morgan wasn't around the team much during the preseason with the Gold Cup. So how good was it to see her connect and score on the set piece?
Yeah, really pleasing. We're in the same boat with Jaden, Naomi, and Abby. So to see Jaden play the way she did, and Nay play the way she did, and Abby play the way she did with pretty much one day's prep is incredible. And Alex coming into the game, she just adds that little bit of quality and finishes that chance. And that's what she's about, and I think she's a goal scorer. And they are rare breeds. So we're very fortunate we have her in our squad.
And both players are coming from the Gold Cup. What went behind the decision to start Shaw and not play Morgan until the second half?
Probably age, if I'm honest. Without saying she's an older player. It's my job to look after her. She could have played, she could have gone from the start, but I've also got to think this is a really long season and how I manage someone who's more experienced, look after her body, make sure that we've flown as well. We've had to come from San Diego to here on a 6-hour flight. So Alex could have gone. It was my decision. Based around trying to look after her because I need longevity out of her this season, and it was not taking a risk so early on. Jaden's pretty much half her age nearly, so there's conscious decisions that I go into, and it's my decision to do that. And obviously, I knew the game would start a little bit chaotic as well, and Kira having the ability to kind of press and stay in and pin the ball and Kira's a fantastic forward too, so I've got the luxury really of having an abundance of talent up front and making the choices that I do. And I just felt like it was an unnecessary risk to start Alex, so I didn't do that.
All right, last one. Marvia.
Hi, Casey. Congrats on the win. I want to ask you, what does it mean to bring the first title of the year to San Diego this 2024? And what do you say to all those supporters that were watching the game from home, especially the Sirens?
I think it's very satisfying, but it's just one game. It's obviously important we win a cup and we've been involved in a final, but it's the first game of the season. It's a long season. We need all of our fans there next weekend, next Saturday at Snapdragon. So if you're watching on the TV, we know we'll hear your voices next week. We've got incredible fans, I believe the best in the country. So I'm looking forward to seeing them. I think if the final was at our stadium today, it would have been sold out. So I'm looking forward to seeing next week what we can do with the crowd and how we can entertain. But we know we've got a really, really tough test against Kansas. So we have to recover from this game, enjoy the moment. Absolutely. You want to experience winning and know what it is to win. But we've got to recover, prepare, and we've got a big game next weekend.
Great, thanks, coach. Congrats.
Thank you.
We'll have players in a couple minutes.